Looking for a post-apocalyptic experience that breaks the mold? Once Human might be the answer. It throws a wild mix of survival, MMO, and base building into the blender, promising a unique adventure. But does it live up to the hype? Let's dive in and see if Once Human is worth your time. Alright, buckle up for this. When I first loaded up Once Human, I wasn't sure what to expect. The trailers hinted at something, well, different. But here we are, greeted by a world that feels familiar. Don't get me wrong, the character creation is awesome, but the initial impression is a bit like a genre blender on high. Survival elements? Check. Multiplayer features? Yep. Base building? Absolutely. Even player versus player thrown into the mix? You bet. It's a lot to take in at first, and honestly, a little confusing, but fear not, there's more to Once Human than meets the eye. We'll delve into that coming up. Once Human starts to find its footing as you progress. New enemy types spice things up, and the decent combat keeps things interesting. It's not the most groundbreaking, but it's solid. See this? This right here is the struggle of early access. In this clip, I spent nearly 10 minutes trying to get the last piece I needed of the siding to finish out my build, but to no avail, it just would not go in place where I wanted. Everywhere else but there. So, as you can see, the building mechanics are clunky at best, with some items refusing to cooperate like they have a mind of their own. But hey, the developers seem to be listening. Throughout my time playing, I saw patches fixing bugs and addressing community feedback. It was nice to see the developers were listening. Speaking of bugs, there are still a few around. The graphics can be a bit buggy too, but hey, it's early access. The good news, Once Human is completely free to play, and the microtransactions are mostly cosmetic. No pay to win here, just emotes and cool outfits for your mayfly. Once Human's narrative is a bit of a curious case. While the game offers subtitles for story elements, voice acting for side quests is currently incomplete. This creates a situation where you get the gist of the story, but lack the full immersion that voice acting can provide. This might not be a deal breaker for everyone, but it's worth noting if you enjoy a strong narrative in your games. Hopefully, future updates will address the missing voice acting and flesh out the story further. Once Human tries to do a lot of things: survival, MMORPG, base building, PvP, PvE, the list goes on. It's decent at all of them, but it doesn't quite excel in any specific genre. So, should you play it? Honestly, it depends. If you're okay with some early access bumps and a familiar-ish setting, Once Human has a lot to offer. The core gameplay loop is fun, the free-to-play model is fair, and the developers seem dedicated to improvement. Just be prepared for some jank along the way. Overall, Once Human is a promising experiment. With some polish and clearer identity, it could become a post-apocalyptic gem. You should keep an eye on this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you've tried Once Human, and if you think it has potential to survive the crowded wasteland of survival games. And hey, if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more.